And since we have started from a global standpoint, which to me is very correct, since the pandemic is not a problem of a single country, and you have also mentioned economy and the impact that the pandemic is having on it, let me bring one study here by the International Transport Association, which says that more than 40% of potential passengers think about waiting and refraining from traveling for another 6 months after completing the restrictions and opening the borders. According to experts, the inspection process at the airport hall will take much longer. And in addition to the usual inspections, medical examinations will also be added. Also, most probably, and that is another assumption, that all the airlines will have to revise the pricing strategy. And what we also see is that airlines around the world are asking their own governments for financial support. Which airlines manage to continue operating, what is amount of the loss, and which company will be forced to leave the market? Maria Madamian attempts to answer this question.
As a result of closed borders, prohibited travel and quarantine, the aviation sector has faced a major challenge. Millions of flights have been cancelled and the losses suffered by the sector are increasing daily. So some airlines have asked the state for help with financial benefits, while many of them do not have the means to do so and they may disappear from the market. How will airlines continue to operate in the aviation sector? We will follow the events chronologically. American Airlines has asked to the US government for $12 billion in aid. The airline EasyJet stopped working completely and suspended all flights. Leading German airline Lufthansa lost €260 million in the third quarter. SkyUp Airlines is trying to get a loan from the state amid the losses due to COVID-19. Turkish Airlines need $2.5 billion bank loan to overcome crisis. The US Congress has announced a $50 million allocation to the airlines. Thousands of employees lost their jobs and more than 25 million jobs are at stake. And what more could have happened in one particular sector in 1 year? However, in this time of crisis, the financial situation of Wizz Air is very good. As its CEO, Joseph Varet, told Georgi Molodinishvili in a Business Morning interview, the airline has the financial resources not only to invest but also to develop during a pandemic.
We have been investing into our futures throughout this difficult period. So simply, we will be a better business, a more formidable competitor, and quite likely a lower cost operation post-pandemic. While if you look at our competitors, they will be cash-strapped, they will be lacking liquidity, they will be operating an aging fleet with much higher cost, and they will be much smaller simply because they will not be able to make reasonable consumer offerings to the market. So I think this COVID-19 pandemic makes a huge difference across various industry players in the world, and Wizz Air is clearly one of the structural winners.
And that comes at a time when airlines around the world are estimated to lose $314 billion in ticket sales this year. It seems that a return to normal aviation reality to which ordinary passengers are accustomed will be impossible for a long time. Boarding a plane is already subject to a special health check. Today, 95% of the planes are on land, while the revenue drop is 99%. That is why airlines around the world have recently turned to their governments for financial support. Thanks to government funding, large bucket airlines are likely to survive. At the same time, investment by governments means that airlines will at last partially move into state ownership. For this reason, they are likely to be forced to reduce the number of flights or even increase ticket prices. And the answer to the main question of what the aviation industry will be like in the future and how airlines will continue to operate in the new realities is still unclear. However, sooner or later, in the new reality with the new regulations, we will hopefully start to travel around the world.
It's time to make a change. It's time to become better versions of ourselves, to be greater than expected, and more than you hoped for. So starting now, we begin a new chapter.
Hey guys, stay tuned, subscribe, and follow us on BMG.